Globalism, the interconnectedness of the world's economies, cultures, and populations, has profoundly influenced many aspects of our lives, including the clothes we wear. From the birth of global trade to the modern fashion industry, the journey of clothing in the context of globalism is a fascinating tale of exchange, adaptation, and innovation. Let's explore how globalism has shaped the world of clothing, with intuitive insights and familiar examples that resonate with everyone. The story begins with the ancient trade routes, such as the Silk Road, which connected East Asia with Europe. These trade routes facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. Silk, a luxurious fabric produced in China, became highly sought after in Europe. This exchange marked the beginning of global trade in textiles. Imagine the excitement of European merchants receiving bolts of exquisite silk, a fabric unlike anything produced locally. Don't you think it's amazing how a single trade route could spark such a significant cultural exchange? As we move into the age of exploration, in the 15th and 16th centuries, global trade expanded dramatically. European explorers and traders established new sea routes to Asia, Africa, and the Americas, bringing back a wealth of new materials and clothing styles. Cotton from India, for instance, became a staple in European fashion. There's something called calico, a type of cotton fabric from India that became so popular in Europe that it influenced local textile production. Isn't it intriguing how the desire for exotic fabrics could transform entire industries? The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries further accelerated the globalization of clothing. Advances in textile manufacturing and the invention of the sewing machine revolutionized the production of clothing, making it more accessible and affordable. Factories in Europe and North America began producing large quantities of garments, often using raw materials sourced from colonies around the world. This period also saw the rise of global fashion hubs like Paris and London. Think about how a dress designed in Paris could influence styles in far-flung places like New York or Tokyo. Isn't it fascinating how industrialization brought fashion to the masses? In the 20th century, the advent of mass media and communication technologies brought global fashion trends into every home. Magazines, television, and later the internet allowed people to see and adopt styles from different parts of the world almost instantly. The post-World War II era saw American fashion, characterized by casual and practical clothing, spreading globally. Brands like Levi's and Nike became household names worldwide. Imagine how exciting it must have been for people in the 1950s to see Hollywood stars in stylish outfits and want to emulate their looks. Don't you think it's incredible how media can influence fashion trends globally? Today, the fashion industry is a global enterprise, with design, production, and marketing spanning multiple continents. Major fashion brands source materials from one country, manufacture in another, and sell in markets around the world. There's something called fast fashion, a business model that rapidly brings trendy clothing from the runway to stores, often at low prices. This model relies on a highly interconnected global supply chain. Consider how a trendy shirt you buy today might have been designed in Italy, made from cotton grown in India, sewn in Bangladesh, and shipped to your local store. Isn't it astonishing how interconnected the world has become? Globalism has also brought greater cultural exchange in fashion. Traditional garments and styles from different cultures are now celebrated and incorporated into mainstream fashion. For example, the Japanese kimono has inspired designers worldwide, while African prints and textiles are increasingly popular in global fashion circles. This blending of styles creates a rich tapestry of cultural diversity. Isn't it wonderful how fashion can be a bridge between cultures, fostering appreciation and understanding? However, globalism in clothing also brings challenges. The fast fashion industry, while making trendy clothing accessible, has significant environmental and ethical implications. Overproduction, waste, and poor working conditions in factories are pressing issues that need to be addressed. There's growing awareness and movement towards sustainable fashion, where brands and consumers prioritize environmentally friendly practices and fair labor standards. Don't you think it's important for us to consider the impact of our clothing choices on the world? In conclusion, globalism has profoundly influenced the world of clothing, from the early days of trade routes to the modern interconnected fashion industry. It has brought a wealth of materials, styles, and cultural exchanges, making fashion a truly global phenomenon. As we continue to navigate this interconnected world, it's essential to embrace the positive aspects of globalism while addressing its challenges. So, the next time you pick out an outfit, remember the incredible journey of globalism that brought it to you. Isn't it inspiring to think about the global story behind your clothes?